So you get in your car after a hard day's work and this happens. What? Oh shit. So what do? You quickly search the internet. Right. DPF. Turbo diesel engine cars need to be driven right. How do you drive yours? I only drive it to the shops and back. It gets serviced every year and it's got relatively low miles for its age. That's good, but not good enough. Diesel particle filters. Pretty much all modern turbo diesel engine cars have a diesel particle filter installed, or DPF for short. It's designed to filter out all those nasty ass soot particles. Ew. The particles pollute the air, and if you're not careful, your face.
哎呀，我操人了，我操！
The DPF is pretty efficient at doing it as well, normally cleaning about 85% or more of the diesel particles from the exhaust gases. So why have I been driving my car wrong? Well, I'm getting there, aren't I? Like everyone else, every time I get an issue, the first thing I do is go to Google and type in all the symptoms I have, which never ends well. Right, clean up some of this mess. Paper cut. That looks bad. I'll just Google my symptoms. Paper cut on finger and severe and search. What? Do you see spots? I don't know. I think so. I have 10 days to live. This can't be real. I don't believe you. Now you can pick up one of these OB2 fault code readers up from eBay for pretty much next to nothing. But rather than guessing, I recommend you get one of these, and it's as simple as plugging it into your car and then a fault code comes up. And it's good to keep for the future as well, because it works on pretty much every car. So if all you do is short stop-start journeys, then you're inevitably going to clog up the DPF. It's gonna happen. The DPF will never get a chance to get hot enough to regenerate itself, burning off and forcing out all that sooty crap from your car's butthole. Ew. To get your DPF hot enough, then you might need to take up night racing. Defeat all the local races and then become the champion of Wangan. Or you can drive on the motorway for about 20 minutes or so. This hopefully will make your car do a passive regen, and fingers crossed your car will automatically blast out all those pesky diesel particles. But what if it doesn't work? It didn't work! Then this means your car is constipated.
Let one go, let one go.
Years of driving stop-start journeys has severely clogged up the car's DPF. And what happens if you hold it in too long? Well, not quite, but it's not going to be good for your car, and it may cause damage to some other parts. What your car needs is a laxative. You can buy off-the-shelf DPF cleaners that squirt directly into the DPF. This will loosen up all of those sooty particles. Then all you need to do is a forced regen, which can be done at home. Just type in how to perform a DPF static regen into the YouTube search bar and loads of videos will come up. But what if this doesn't work either? It didn't work! Then you are fucked. No! A DPF replacement can be expensive. It can be more than £1,000 to get a replacement, plus the cost of any other further issues it's caused to other parts. But wait, there might be one last option, and it's free. What, you may ask? Colonic irrigation. Well, kinda. That's right. The Russians and the farmers of the world have found a method to remove all the crap by just using pressurized water. First, you need to take off the DPF, and that can be difficult in its own. It's normally crammed in there, so you might need to take off some other parts, but it's free. Then get a pressure washer, stick it down one end of the DPF and blast that shit out. I mean, you may think this is sketch, but there are companies out there that provide this service a little bit more professional. They have a rig that they attach the DPF to, and it blasts warm and cold water through the DPF to completely clean it, but that costs money, and we don't have any of that. Skint. Once cleaned, let it dry, reattach all the sensors and put it back on. And if you want to be a real pro, buy some of this stuff. Turbo cleaner. I don't actually have any turbo cleaner at the moment, but I will have. The first thing you need to do is take off the intake tubing that's attached to the turbo, start the engine, but no matter how tempting it is, do not stick your finger in the turbo hole.
No.
Give small bursts of the turbo cleaner can into the turbo until it's empty, and it's easy as that. Reconnect the intake tubing with the little clip, rev the engine, and it's done. Turbo cleaned. After everything, get this thing back. After everything, get this thing back. This. After everything, get this thing back. After everything, get this thing back. After everything, get this thing back and plug it in. And if there's any fault code still on there, just press reset. Boop. Success! If you are lucky like me, the fault code will never come back on, and you should feel the turbo pull a little bit better. Now, everything in this video actually happened to me. It came from my own experience and my own research. I recently bought a 10-year-old Ford Fiesta diesel. It had 22,000 miles on the clock. I was like, bargain. I bought it and no warning lights. Beautiful. But one day, I turned it on and lo and behold, the warning light came on, and then when I plugged in the fault code reader, it said DPF failure and producing low boost. Now, I searched the internet and it's expensive. This video here is just to find a cheaper way to try and fix it. Now, I am no mechanic and I don't know the exact success rate.
60% of the time, it works every time.
All I know is I managed to fit my DPF for free and it saved me well over £1,000. And all it took was a little manual labour and I didn't have to spend a penny. But if your car is still not running right, then take it to a mechanic for a diagnosis. Maybe there's some other issue. Or maybe the DPF is too far gone. Or maybe this whole video has been a complete waste of time. Who knows? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. If you haven't already checked out my other video, then check it out. It's about the Land Rover Defender. Watch it now. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Today we are going to talk about diesel particle filters. Motherfuckers. No, I can't use that.